A local restaurant closed after the fatal shooting of 2 employees is working to get back to normal.
And October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month. We will tell you what resources the Cocoon has for those experiencing domestic violence.
Plus, there's a place right on campus to get free groceries. Stick around to find out where.
Live from the campus of Bowling Green State University.
And welcome to BG Today. I'm Laura Sandlin.
And I'm Steve Iwanek, but first we have some breaking news out of the hockey world. Journalists from the Toledo Blade and College Hockey News earlier today reported that hockey head coach Ty Agner is returning to the team. And that news is now confirmed. The university released a statement at approximately 3:07 p.m. earlier this afternoon, saying that after a further evaluation process into the alleged hazing incident that occurred back in September, the university came back and said that they did not find any criminal wrongdoing or any sort of instance related to hazing. However, a student conduct process into alleged violations of the Code of Student Conduct is ongoing, and there's no final determination of responsibility in terms of those actions. Now, head coach Ty Agner will be reinstated. However, the director of athletics, Derek Vandermeer, will assume additional oversight of the hockey program, and the coaching staff is going to receive additional employment trainings, all according to that statement released by the university. All right, well, a local business is returning after 2 of its employees were killed at a home in BG. Xiaozong Wang has been indicted for charges of murder and felonious assault after the shootings. Wang and the victims were confirmed by the BGPD to be employees of Ninja Hibachi. The BG community has been showing their support on social media for the restaurant. Ninja Hibachi reopened Saturday, and residents say they're happy it's back.
And October is Domestic Violence Awareness Month, and the Cocoon in BG has resources for survivors. So the Cocoon says that they plan offering help if you can get out of an abusive relationship, access emergency shelters, and find a support group. They will also go to the hospital with you to help make sure that you are given the treatment and the exams that you need. Their advocates can provide guidance for the Title IX and legal process as well. You can call them and speak to an advocate at any time.
All right, Aaron, that 90-degree weather, it's going to be gone for a long time, I have a feeling, because all the sweatshirts and sweatpants are all walking around campus right now. What do we have coming up in this week's weather?
Hey, Steve, we do have some chilly weather starting to creep into the area. We did have some nice sunny weather with only a few clouds earlier this week, but that has gone by the wayside as today it's been very wet, very dreary. I got soaked walking across campus today to come over here to do the broadcast, so it is definitely not the most pleasant day in the world, and that's going to continue as we continue on throughout the rest of the day. We will be seeing some rain throughout the rest of the day. It is pretty much a washout. It is on the chillier side, and it is a bit breezy, so that umbrella will just go right inside out as you're walking across campus today, so it's better just to wear a rain jacket. And tomorrow we're looking at much more of the same. We do have some more chillier conditions in the area. It is going to stay fairly breezy as well, with more rain showers floating around through the area. Now for the rest of your week, you are going to see some more of that gross weather continue into Saturday, so it's not going to be the prettiest football game in the world. It's going to be fairly breezy, which might affect play quite a bit, so be prepared to wear a jacket throughout that game, as some spotty rain showers might move throughout the game. Sunday, you're going to notice this 34 number into the low, so I would not be surprised to see some areas get lower than that and see the first freeze. I am expecting a lot of frost to move through the area, though, as we go throughout that night. And for the rest of the week, you're going to see the temperature start to rise. So, Steve, you're going to go through that roller coaster, so you're going to need your sweatshirt and some t-shirts as you go through the rest of the week.
Yeah, and for this Saturday, all those students go out to the football game. Better make sure their families know as well that they need to bring the sweatshirt with them to the game. Thank you, Aaron. All right, well, a USDA report from last year says around 10% of U.S. households were food insecure at some time in 2021. Now, this means those households were unable to get enough food to meet the needs of all family members. A BGSU organization is working to combat that issue with the Falcon Food Pantry. The pantry is located in room 109 in Central Hall and open on Mondays and Thursdays from 12 p.m. to 3 and Wednesdays from 2:30 to 5:30. Products available range from groceries to personal hygiene items. BGSU students, faculty, and staff are welcome to stop by once a week to pick up a bag of items. All you need is your BGSU ID. BG24's Jonathan Angel spoke with the founder of the pantry, Shannon Orr, about what she sees for the future of the pantry.
So I think our long-term goals are to make sure that we reach out to as many students as possible. We want to make sure that any student who is experiencing food insecurity knows about our pantry and most importantly feels welcome coming in.
The Pantry is looking for items to help improve their inventory. They accept donations of food and hygiene items whenever they're open. They also take monetary donations through a link on their website.
And coming up, women's soccer looks to capture another MAC regular season championship. Sounds exciting.
Yeah, they're playing really well right now. Plus, I sat down with BGSU Volleyball's Edita Vatswatchik to learn how this athlete is helping her hometown.
BG24 Sports brought to you by Falcon Media Sports Network. Hello everyone, I'm Lucas Kleinmeyer. A freshman on the BGSU volleyball team is not only helping the Falcons on the court, but off the court she's also helping her hometown of Katowice, Poland. That player is Edita Vatswatchik.
Vatswatchik is a freshman from the town of Katowice in Poland. She has grown up always loving the game of volleyball, thanks in large part to her dad, Marek.
I played with my dad just for fun, and I really liked it, but I didn't have much opportunities to actually start practicing like professionally. So I was doing gymnastics and like other sports, but volleyball has always been in my mind during this time. So when I got a chance from a coach from a club that's close to my hometown, I just decided to switch like my sport to volleyball.
But volleyball is not the only passion in life for Vatswatchik. So too is an interesting lifestyle, being a volunteer firefighter in her local community.
You can rescue someone's life, so that's beautiful. And I think this is the beauty of it, and I just love the idea, especially I'm not like a professional firefighter, it's just volunteering. So this is the idea of helping others without getting money for that.
Living life as a firefighter is definitely a lifestyle that for head coach Daniela Tomic is a new story she can add to her history of recruiting athletes.
Well, she mentioned that she's in a volunteer like firefighter, like that they in Poland they have a high school kids who can join, and I was like, this is so cool. Like I've never had anybody. She's the first one, the first athlete I've coached or an athlete I know who did the training for firefighters during high school, and I said that's so awesome. It's unique, like you said. That's a selfless, that's a profession where not only that you serve others, but you actually are going into a fire in situations where you know you might sacrifice your life for somebody else's life. I mean, what else can I say?
You can find the full story on Vatswatchik on bgfalconmedia.com. As the women's soccer season is winding down, let's take a look at where the Falcons sit in the MAC standings. Western Michigan and Ball State are both tied for first with an undefeated conference record at 5 wins and 3 draws each. The Falcons are right behind the Broncos and the Cardinals, and third place with just 1 loss in conference play this season. Kent State remains in 4th place despite their loss to NIU over the weekend. And without a win in conference play are the Akron Zits, who sit last place in the MAC with 7 losses and 1 tie. The Falcons host Central Michigan tonight at 7 at Cocoon and finish their season next Thursday when they take on Northern Illinois. And that's all I got for sports this week. I'll send it back to you guys over at the desk.
And it is the show that people wanted to see, but some didn't get to go. That's why a singer is bringing something different to our big screens.
Taylor Swift's Eras Tour concert film opened in theaters last weekend. Billboard says advanced ticket sales reached $100 million, making it the highest grossing concert film in history.
The film is a recording of the $2 billion tour from last summer. It's being shown in over 8,000 theaters, including Cinemark, located in Perrysburg. Catch the premiere of Live and Loud on the BG Falcon Media YouTube channel this weekend.
That's right, Laura. Upon the Ether will be performing on Sunday at 5.
Thank you for watching BG Today. Follow us for the latest news on Twitter at BG24TV or find us on the web at BGFalconMedia.com.
We'll be back next Thursday with updates from around Bowling Green and Wood County. Have a good afternoon.